Okay, so if you're a Python developer who's building anything with AI or machine learning, I guarantee you've stood at this exact crossroads. Streamlit or Gradio. Let's dive in and figure this out so you can pick the right tool for your job right from the start. All right, picture this. You've built this incredible model. It's working perfectly in your notebook, but now you've got to show it to the world. You need a user interface, and you probably need it like yesterday. That choice between these two frameworks can feel really paralyzing, but I promise you it is way simpler than you think. And this right here, this slide just lays it all out. This is the core difference. Yeah, they both use Python, of course, but they are built for fundamentally different jobs. One path is all about quickly wrapping your model in an interface you can share. The other is for building a full-blown multi-page application from the ground up. So here's the thing we really need to get straight. We have to stop thinking of this as some kind of battle between rivals. It's not. It's way more like having two very specialized tools in your toolbox. I mean, you wouldn't use a hammer to drive in a screw, right? The exact same logic applies here. And here it is. Seriously, if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, make it this quote. Gradio is like Keynote or PowerPoint. It's perfect for creating a slick, focused presentation of your model. Streamlit, on the other hand, is like React. It's a powerful framework for building a complete, interactive web app from scratch. Okay, so with that big idea locked in, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and see how this actually plays out across a few key areas. We're going to break down exactly where each one shines, and more importantly, why. Now, as we look at this table, you'll start to see a pattern emerge almost immediately, right? For pure ease of use and just sheer speed to get a demo up and running, Gradio is the undisputed champion. No contest. It's also laser-focused on ML models and has this flawless integration with HuggingFace Spaces. But the second you need more customization, or you're building something more complex, or you need better state management, well, Streamlit pulls ahead every single time. You know, talk is cheap. The code, well, the code tells the real story. So let's take a look at what it actually takes to build a simple UI with both of these frameworks. This is where you can really feel the difference in their philosophies. So we're going to use a super classic task for this. We're just going to create a simple interface where a user can upload an image and get a classification back. Think of it as the hello world for machine learning demos. Gradio is built around this one beautifully simple idea. You just wrap a function. You have your model's prediction function, and Gradio basically builds the whole UI around it automatically with almost zero fuss. So how many lines of code do you think that takes? That's it, 3. You import the library, you point the interface at your function, and you launch it. That's it. You have a working, shareable web demo. For what it's designed to do, it is almost ridiculously efficient. Now, let's switch gears to Streamlit. With Streamlit, you're not just wrapping a function, you are actually building an application's layout, piece by piece. You explicitly define the title, you create a file uploader widget, you write the logic for what happens. It's more verbose, yeah, for sure. But every single extra line gives you more and more control over the final product. So the verdict from our little code off here is crystal clear, and it maps perfectly back to our main analogy. If you need a demo online in the next 5 minutes, Gradio is your hero. If you're laying the foundation for an app that needs to grow with sidebars, different pages, and complex logic, Streamlit gives you the structure you're going to need. All right, so we've got the theory, we've seen the code, now let's make this super practical for you. How do you decide which path is the right one for your specific project right now? Here's a quick guide to make that choice dead simple. You should be reaching for Gradio if any of these sound familiar. The common theme here is pretty obvious: speed and simplicity. You're just trying to showcase a model, not build a whole business tool. You just want to get quick feedback, share results with your team, or pop a demo up on HuggingFace Spaces. And on the flip side, you're going to want to go with Streamlit if your ambitions are a bit bigger. You're building an internal tool, a customer-facing AI app, a data dashboard. Anything that needs more than a simple input-output box. In that world, control, layout, and state management are everything. Okay, let's bring it all home. We started this whole thing off with verses, but the real answer, the smarter answer, isn't about picking a winner. It's about being a smarter, more effective developer. Because here's the pro tip. The most effective development workflows often use both. You can use Gradio in the early stages to rapidly test and share different model versions. Then, once the model is locked in and you're ready to build the real product around it, you switch over to Streamlit for that final polished application. So if you walk away with anything today, let it be these 3 things. Gradio is for the demo, Streamlit is for the application, and the real pro move is knowing exactly when to use each one, or even both, to get your work out into the world faster and better. And that's really the question I want to leave you with. Instead of seeing these tools as competitors fighting for your attention, what if you saw them as the perfect duo for your development toolkit, one for rapid-fire prototyping, the other for robust production? Now that's a powerful way to build. Thanks for tuning in.